that.
Are you sure about
5
that?
points to Gryffindor.
That picture they're saying is like, listen here, you little shit.
Listen here, you little shit. Alright. Do you start recording now, or?
I did, but I'm getting into the thing. I think I'm going to the right one.
Okay.
If not, then I'm
Now.
going to see me kill Terminator. Predator again.
Kill the predator.
Oh no, I'm at the right one. Okay.
Alright.
Hello. Why is everyone so quiet?
A map of the area.
Sorry, I wasn't being quiet. I just had y'all for just a little quick second. Now. So. Keeping this rifle on me just in case. Now, reading the title, if you guys are watching, is why are we all here? Well, we are trying to set a message to warn people about a person that we we've actually have discovered some things that you've done. Should we tell who the name is?
Yeah.
That's up to you guys.
Wee.
Oh god.
Carnage.
I'm definitely burning this clothes.
Yes.
Do you want to say the name? Not more thugs. Are you serious?
His name is Gohan VA. Or just Gohan VA.
Or as his famous name, people have known him by Mystic Gohan. Yeah.
Circle.
Yeah. He changed his name to Gone VA.
Oh, Jesus!
And then sometimes of his name, he either goes by Officer Gohan, mainly on his Twitter account. And then supposedly he has Discord, but I don't know, there are times where he deletes his Discord, and he comes back, and then deletes it again. It's just...
Yeah, it's really annoying.
Yeah.
Very.
You either come back, or don't come back at all.
Mostly don't come back.
I say it's basically simple as that.
Yeah.
So, any reasons why we are talking about him? Well, I can probably say this. From what we've known, there were some things we didn't know about him that we have fortunately have discovered, and we have evidence of proof in case, we end up being targeted or being harassed, because I know that he may have few of his friends that will be on his side no matter what, when there's some majority of people that are supporting him but don't realize what he is becoming. And this is why we're doing this, because we need to warn people, so we don't want anybody to be victims of this situation, or ended up, becoming somebody's prey.
And it's also like sexist. Like, he also sexist because he says all women are hoes.
Which when the person says that, especially me as a female, it boils my blood pressure to the point where I'm just like, I'm ready to kick his ass at this moment, because he's going to be teaching the lesson about never to be, first of all, be sexist,
Mm-hmm.
And 2, don't be a predator.
As you say that in a funny moment.
Yeah, in a funny moment, yeah, but I'm trying to say being a predator. Like,
yeah.
A map of the area.
And the reason why I'm saying this right now is because there has been certain occasions where he had talked to some women in the past
Mm-hmm.
and were actually being sexual. Like, in the point where I guess he kind of uses, I don't know what to say in a good term of word. Either he uses,
there's a lot of them. Good thing I've got this rifle.
let's just say there is just, I think he may have just abused the power of either being too flirtatious in a serious way instead of, you know, a difference of voice acting.
Yeah.
And not only that, pressuring them to date him.
Yeah, he was. Oh, sorry about that.
Oh, you're fine. I was saying that occurs to sexual harassment right there.
Mm-hmm. And he was trying to force them to date him, and also, like, he was trying to force the girl, try to break up with the boyfriend to be with him. That's, like, very harassment right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we kind of know this person, but we're not going to say her name.
Yeah.
We're not putting any names out.
2 people that are his victims, or basically.
Yeah. And the reasons why we're not putting any names out there, because we don't want them to be targeted. It's not our right to even. Well, basically, we just don't want to put out somebody's name without any type of consent. So we're just trying to make sure this person is safe. But this person wants to, let us know about the things that he's done. Especially, of the victims.
Oh, call someone of the military, that is just wrong.
Yeah, the victims of Gohan that he basically did.
Oh, did not know there was a
may have caused some scars, I'm thinking for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And we will make sure that, these victims have the justice that they, especially, but let's just say this. For some, he may say this.
Shoot! That was my bad.
Certain videos of what he does in his real life, of him being a cop, and especially when he told some of the victims that he is a cop, he's actually saying that in a crooked cop way, which I do not tolerate.
Mm-mm.
Because I had fear of cops when I was a kid because of being threatened by my family members at the time. So when it comes to police officers, you sometimes always assume that these police officers would be to serve and protect, but not, thinking that because they have the badge,
anything else I can use,
they shouldn't have abused the power to do whatever the fuck they want. And he's one of those cops. They're basically crooked cops. He would abuse the power, and if he probably was been caught by this, he should have been fired or lose his job from it.
Yeah.
Some people probably say that he says he's, quote, a cop, but if he is a police officer, I'm pretty sure he would at least know, being a law enforcement, that you should never ever do that. Yeah. Especially sexually harassing, especially females.
Yeah, I bet he must have did that about being a cop and all that, just to, like, go out with him, like, and some shit.
Yeah.
Basically just possibly lie and try to get lucky.
Yeah.
And not only that, there is proof, like, there is a possible way that he also could be lying about his age, to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could have screenshot that, but I didn't. But for sure, I know I looked at it. But we do have other evidence, proof, that, well, here's one that I found, which it has been covered, so we don't know the name of the person, but like I said, we're not trying to, you know, we're not putting someone's name out without their consent, because like I said, we don't want them to be any harm's way of being threatened. So let me
Or
go
we
back
figured
to,
out and
yeah. So basically in this yeah. So basically in this message, he was forcing this person into uncomfortable situations, abuse his police powers when playing the bad cop. That made the victim cry.
Mm-hmm.
And he also forced into sexual,
things.
yeah, to say, well, I started with a P, I just couldn't pronounce it well because I'm not a good reader. And he jumped the gun as soon as she left her previous partner. So, if he's a cop and he's doing all this, he's basically one of those cops that those are the reasons why people want to kill cops. And there's something like this goes. This is another a little proof, which is kind of sickening to say the least. Whenever I guess, even being rejected or something like that, like I guess I don't know if I should say this, but there is a point where I guess a message where he was trying to, I guess, kill himself, like a guilt trip.
Yeah.
So he basically guilt tripped his victims.
Mm-hmm. He was trying to like kill himself about the dating and all that stuff, and every time they say no, he just like, oh, I gotta kill myself, so he's gotta like, force them to date with him.
And to me, that's very bad because, like, if you get rejected in real life, you either accept the rejection and just move on and find somebody else, or like some people, they just can't handle it.
No.
They can Gohan is one example that I guess cannot handle of being rejected or when someone says no to him.
Mm-hmm. He's like very toxic.
Yeah, so basically he's the like when we first met him, I thought he was a decent person and I thought he was just normal. But when things have been happening and where I've heard about and what he has done to one of us, that's when I feel like something is off. And not only that, he had crossed the line.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, right now, I'm like cracking my knuckles. Like, there's so many things I really wanted to do. Like, and if he tries to say, like, I dare you to swing at me because I'm a cop, I'm like, go ahead. Abuse the power of a cop. Let's see what happens. But, what was I gonna say? And in this type of way, if he wanted to get somebody to, especially if he wants to find somebody to date, that is one totally thing. It's a totally different story. But if somebody says no, he could have just moved on and just accept it, and they could have been, he could have just wouldn't be in this situation. But the thing is, he kept going.
Oh crap, there's another one.
He kept pressuring.
Hmm?
And when you pressure somebody, especially if they're not comfortable, if they're not ready to date,
Yes.
you're basically, again, sexually harassing the person.
Yep.
And don't mind me, I'm doing something.
Alright.
Okay, I just found another hit pouch for my character.
So, here is another one I'm trying to look up for. And not only that, I feel there's been people, I guess there has been some people that we talked to, we're not going to disclose names, like I said, that say that he has not, has been, I guess, kind of a dick. He said to one person about this person's not going to get subscribers. And, he even says that he was famous, to say the least, and he lost his YouTube twice. But
honestly, I think he gotta take him down for all the people who's going after.
probably that's probably the reasons why his YouTube got taken down. Because now when things are happening, that could be the reason. Because maybe some people have reported him,
and I am such a bad shot.
and I'm
Sorry.
thinking maybe you're fine. I've just trying to think before I forget it again.
Oh shit!
But there are some things maybe people have reported him for some things he may have did. That's basically one of them was sexual harassment and being sexual and flirting to somebody that was not comfortable. So that could be one of the reasons why that he lost his YouTube channel for not just the first time, but maybe the second time.
I can use weapons.
I think this is the third time you lost it.
Well, either way, that's probably a good damn reason why. And he said he wants to come back, and my opinion for him is I think he should just take a break and not do YouTube, because especially with all the things that we just finally found out, and we may have discovered some of the things he may have not told us, or some things I feel like he may have lied to us. And it just makes me mad. He just did that right under our nose, and I don't appreciate that at all.
Yeah, he thinks he's all that slick.
I know what's to me, I feel to be honest, I feel like he's an evil person. He's one of those people that I honestly feel like he should just rot in hell. Because there's evil out there. And
Damn, my fury ran out.
And the only way to stop the evil is to expose the evil person.
I am out of ammo.
For what he is.
Right.
Yeah.
So, there is that part. And, I'm trying to look on some of the things that we're just looking for.
I hate this nemesis.
Carnage, do you want to add something now, or if you got something to say? Because
just the thing is, he should just stay away from everybody, because all it's doing is he's trying to be slick, and next you know, he's getting his own ass ripped from it.
yeah, he's trying to, and especially when he's trying to reconnect some people, and then some things that he may have screwed up, and especially, you know, what was really weird was some things that I've seen either on not only on Twitter, and also he made some of the weird videos that he may have posted. One that was about whoever pissed him off, that he was saying, "Oh, fuck you all," or something. I guess that someone talked shit about him. I'm thinking, you know what? I'm thinking probably the reason why they were talking shit about him, because they probably know who the fuck he is. and what he's become.
Right, and another thing is, you know, if you go after one of us, you'll have the whole group waiting for you.
And this is why we're doing this right now, because he's basically he basically had pressured one of us to say, let's just say he basically messed with one of us.
Oh, oh.
So when you mess with one of us, you mess with all of us. We're a family here. We stick together as family. And that's what I don't like. When you fuck one of us up, you fuck all of us up.
Ouch.
Like I said, you wouldn't be in the situation if you couldn't kept going with your behavior acts, but maybe because if you were not caught and nobody else, like anybody that probably caught you and stopped you and maybe called you out but never thought to warn you in this video, should have done it, but they haven't. So that's why we're doing it, because we need to stop this from you targeting people and made them your victims. You're not victimizing anybody anymore. You need to stop.
You're just victimizing yourself, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Stars? Shut up, Nemesis.
Hmm?
He just yelled out stars.
Oh.
Oh, now he's dodging.
And was there a time where he tried to flirt with somebody when he was already in a relationship?
Yeah. And then he was trying to force. Then he was trying to force her to break up with her boyfriend to be with him.
And then it didn't work, and then I guess his girlfriend found out and just left him.
And I wonder who was the girlfriend of that situation. But I'm not gonna say, we're not gonna say names, unfortunately. Like I said, we don't have any rights of it because we don't want anybody to be targeted or being threatened by, in case he tries to find one of like whoever we heard it from, because we don't want anybody to be hurt, but we want to make sure that everybody's protected. So we're trying to protect everybody's identities. But I will say this, that a certain person that was a friend, that's a famous YouTuber, of course, they were used to be buddies. But I guess that after he found out what Gohan was doing to a person that he knows very closely,
Bastard's dead.
did not like his behaviors and what he was doing to her. That's why they're no longer friends, because of the situation.
Don't start. I did what I had
And
to.
honestly, if we would known that before, we probably would have been like, you know, we probably would have stopped talking to him. But we didn't know it, and we didn't think that he would have this type of behavior before. But now that we know, and especially he targeted one of us, tried to basically try to force one of us to date him. Which, I'm sorry, if somebody's not comfortable with dating, don't force them to do it.
Mm-hmm. Just like find someone else, move on and shit.
Yeah, like move on and find somebody else. You know, don't come back to try to convince them to like you. And don't say that you never messaged this person, because like I said, we have proof. We got all evidence against you. So...
And not really anyone can protect you from it, because we have more people to go against you. Ha!
Yeah, because we had talked to certain people that we're not, like I said, not putting any names out there because we're trying to protect them, but we have people out there that had told us a lot of information about you. So when we thinking we're just all selling, just saying words or saying shit that's coming out of our mouths, no, we did a backup plan. We try to get information to find out what you've done, to a little bit know more about you. And what we found out, oof, there were so many things. I had so many dark thoughts to where, oof, like you're basically letting my inner demons come out, and that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say this: we know who you are and what you look like because we actually have a picture of you. I'll say that.
Yeah, I would say that, but like you're not. Perspective of guys, you're not that good looking for women.
Kendo, you're all right.
Especially, you're not being slick or at least being respectful for women.
Not to mention not truthful.
Look, we're using the subway.
Oh yeah, he basically been dishonest. He basically fooled us. And I sometimes question about your fucking age because
Get out, there's gonna be a lot to do.
when I looked in the server that you were in and I was in too, I recall looking on the age. You said you were 21, but then I looked up a little bit in the old cap, and I was kind of confused into thinking, why'd you put yourself in the 30s and then next day you change yourself to be 21? Like,
Don't do anything
do
stupid.
you have a age identity crisis, or are you
You
just trying to make
mistyped it.
yourself, or you may have mistyped it, or who knows? But you know what? I could be a total bitch to say, hey, I may have taken that you're maybe lying about your damn age, and that's why I'm calling your ass out. And oh yeah, by the way, when I left the group chat during the Discord, one time in the Discord, you actually tried to blatantly ask somebody that if I was single when I'm in a relationship. The fuck?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you were trying to see if you would try to persuade me, and I'm surprised that you did not did this to me where you could have just said leave my boyfriend because ooh, if I would have found that out, if you had done that to me, I've been like, you know what? If you're continuing like this, I'd block your ass a long time ago. And would have told my friends about it because especially if that was happening to me, I would definitely let them know right away. I wouldn't have kept this a secret. Here's another way. Okay, so this is what I was trying to say. Sometimes he'll use like some people's fetish against certain people of his victims. Probably one, maybe his voice acting type of thing, but
Like you
I
did
don't
with
know.
me.
And I think he kind of did with me too, but so we thought that, you know, what we thought was
He was
just being
goofing
voice
off.
acted. Yeah, just goofing off. Now we kind of realize he's probably trying to persuade us or something. Who knows? It's just honestly now I can't stomach for it. Honestly,
You're fine.
but but it's just no. You can't be doing that. First of all, and this is why you're in a situation where now people are pissed at you. And you wonder why people are mad at you or probably hate you right now, including us. And you know what? I don't care if you got something to say to me. If you got something horrible you got to say, guess what? You don't know who the fuck I am. You don't know my real name. And you definitely don't know who the fuck I look like. Thank God you don't even see what I look like. But yeah.
Anything you gotta add, Demon Lord?
Mm,
'Cause I know
I'm
you.
trying to think of something.
I say I know you want to speak your mind.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So, I'm pretty sure you got more information, Demon Lord, since I know you may have told us kind of before, but
Hmm.
if you want to say something now, it's probably a good time.
Alright. Um, for going VA,
Oh,
you,
what's this?
you need you need to shut the fuck up and
Oh, okay.
stop abusing to other women. They're all really great, and also don't be all sexist and shit.
Ouch.
Because that's the one thing you should never ever be is become sexist in that situation. Because that's like I had dealt with douchebags like that. That's completely sexist in some ways. And people like that, I don't care if you're a dude or not. I'll smack you. I have fought with my brother before when we were kids. So don't think because I'm a woman, I'm not gonna put a swing on you, because I would. So, Erica,
Hmm?
do you want to add anything in the conclusion or anything you want to say?
Well, I will say this. This dude, I thought he was, like I said, you guys are right. We thought he was a cool dude and everything, but turns out we were wrong. And he wanted to, like, date me and all that crap, but I told him no because of my parents, and he just kept basically peer pressuring me and all that crap into trying to date him. And he peer pressured me so much that I ended up accidentally giving 2 pictures of myself to him, and now knowing what he's really made of, I feel violated. And I should have listened to my parents more.
Like I said, there's like this is a lesson to like we learned, like we all learned sometimes that you can't just trust anybody in this situation, even though if you may have like sometimes we may know each other, but then sometimes we don't know what behind closed doors, to say the least. But
Hmm.
for us, we basically know that we're not the type of people that will target it or make people victims of the situation.
And lead him right to you?
Unlike Gohan, that did that I got so pissed off, like, and I'm telling him this, if you try to use that picture as an abuse of power, trust, like,
Or
guess
either of
what, we
them.
have, or either of them, it don't matter, we have a picture of you, buddy, so, try to abuse the fucking power, and if you say you're a fucking cop, come do your fucking police brutality, I fucking dare you.
If you're a
And
cop,
see,
show us your fucking badge.
yeah, I like to see your goddamn badge.
And if you try to come anywhere near me, my dad has guns and can possibly try and shoot you if you come and try and find me. So you're basically screwed if you try to come find me, because my dad has a whole gun case full of guns, and he's not afraid to use them.
Oh yeah, so my house, we have a gun too, and I also have a baseball bat and anything else I can find to get a hold of. And I'll say this, I'm a crazy bitch in real life, especially when you fuck with some of my friends, you fuck with me.
Dang it.
And trust me,
Sorry.
no one wants to see the dark side of me. Because when I go to my dark side, there's no way coming back.
Yeah, I've actually seen her dark side, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm even scared of her.
Yeah. So, Gohan, try to abuse the power and see what fucking happens. Like I said, we got some evidence, and I think we could probably get law enforcement involved if we have to, and if it affects your job, I don't care.
I know we didn't get off
You
to a good
probably should be fired for all
Thanks.
this.
Hey, you saved my ass first.
Because honestly, at the point I'm in the where I just really don't care what happens to you, dude.
Well, what matters is that we can get everyone out of the city now.
I really don't. So,
You'll be safe.
Carnage, do you want to add more to it, or?
What about you?
Sound.
Basically, if you try to do anything, we will
No, there'll be new orders.
basically
If it means save the city.
How do I put it in a way that I would?
We'll fuck you up, basically. We'll fuck you up so bad that you will probably either kill yourself or all that crap. Is probably what you're trying to say.
Well, I wouldn't
Alright.
say go too far for that. I just say you wish you never crossed with us.
Yeah, it's basically more of that.
Your reputation is well deserved. Yet the
Well, I took it too
insistence
far.
of
Sorry,
those
just
above
saying.
believe.
That sounds like something you would
Carlos
say.
Tyrell, you have
Well,
the
I know
honor
because especially how he said he threatens to kill himself, especially if no one wants to talk to him or date him because he's trying to guilt trip. But we're not trying to say, oh, go kill yourself. Because the thing is, if you, like I said, if someone would have seen that video and think that we're trying to tell them that, they might think, oh, we wanted to do that. And there has been situations where someone had got arrested for encouraging somebody to take their life, which we're not trying to do that. We're just trying to say that you come near us, we'll kick your fucking ass. Or get police involved. Your choice, buddy.
I'm hoping if he loses his job and go to jail.
And the thing
Yeah,
I
is,
agree.
you could say you're a gentleman or some other shit, but no.
We know
A gentleman
who you
wouldn't
really
tell
are.
lies. A gentleman wouldn't try to go after little girls.
Especially he had gone out after somebody that was the underage of 18. So basically, you went after a minor too. We got proof of that. So you're basically now already a pedophile, and some people have said you are a pedo or a pedophile.
Yeah, they say pedo for sure, but we know what it means.
Yeah, definitely. So, like I said, some people gave us really good detailed evidence of what you've done to them. And there's people that have known you and know who you really are. So, like I said, try what you can. What you have, what is your army like? You may have maybe one or two people that are friends, you say, but does your friends know who you truly are? And if they are, then guess what? Your friends are much as scumbags as you are.
Get off my train. Shit, bird.
But people who are but the people who are subscribing to him, or if you know him very well and you have not known the information, this is a warning that you need to stay away from him. We don't want anybody to be victims of what he has done, especially the females. The females, you're gonna be, like I said, if he messaged you or any type of way, come to us.
Or don't reply and block his butt.
Yeah, basically, do not reply. If he says something very sexual, block him and let us know, because we can get more evidence to get on his case about it.
No, she's not like that.
Shot.
Because the more evidence we got, the more that he's gonna be exposed for sure. Alright. Any conclusion before we probably should end it off? Because I can't think of anything else to say at this point.
Yeah, if I could find a safe spot, that'd be good for a conclusion, I think.
Yeah. But that is, and especially for anybody, if you see him on the Twitter, do report him, because we want to tell, this is kind of a message of saying that he shouldn't have anything social media wise. I think he should not have Discord, he should not have YouTube, he should definitely not have Instagram. I blocked him, all that, since after what he's been doing, because not only that, I'm not dealing with him, he can fuck off for all I care. And two, if he ever tries to threaten me, he can't contact me if I block his bitch ass.
I tried to find him on Instagram, but I couldn't find him.
That's okay. I couldn't find him either, so I'm thinking he may have deleted his Instagram, and if I ever do find him, I'll block him for sure. And I'll let you know what he is, because he could have changed his name, but I just can't find it. Because I have too many followers, unfortunately, on Instagram. But this is a warning for everybody to just please be on the lookout. Stay away from him. Do not, and I would say this: don't support a person that is a predator, because that's what predators want. They want people to praise them, even though they are basically scumbags.
I thought this was a rescue.
And there are actually there are examples that I have for what I've seen in certain videos in the past of certain people that ended up become predators, and they still are being praised for it, and it sickens my stomach, honestly.
Right. Good to know. I'll open the shutter so you can get through. You stay here and find out what's been going on here at the station.
So,
Call you if I find it.
I feel like I can't think of anything else to add it on to, but, yeah.
You too, man.
So, only thing to say is, like I said, stay away from him. This is a message to warn people about Gohan. If you, like I said, if you don't know what his actual, like, he goes by Gohan VA, or sometimes, the Officer Gohan. And say, like I said, if he is a cop,
Not unless he tries
to
to use his old original name, which was Mystic Gohan when he was famous. So there's a possibility he might try using that name. So be on the lookout
maybe
for that.
Yeah, be on the lookout, for Mr. Gohan or whatever.
Mystic, not Mister.
Oh, Mystic. Mystic
Dynamic.
Gohan. Either way, like I said, just be on the lookout for this dude. Because I don't want anybody to get hurt. I care a lot about people, and I don't want anybody to be victims of this situation. Especially when we are being harassed.
What the hell was that thing? Couldn't have been a zombie.
Missed.
Oh.
So, should we end it off right now, or?
Yes, I've already saved it.
You saved it? That's good.
Oh yeah, out of this whole message, just stay the fuck away.
For Gohan, or for...
Gohan, and for everyone else, just don't message him if he tries to message you.
Honestly...
I think we have all the proof on you, so basically if we wanted to, we could just take you down right now.
Stick around.
Yeah. Like I said, if we had to get a law enforcement involved or any type of way, or any lawyers, I'm pretty sure my parents still have lawyers, especially for the divorce, and I can get an attorney involved if that has to come to a conclusion. So, he can try all he wants, but knowing in the end, he's gonna fail.
Like always, he's dead.
So, honestly, for his sake, he should just stay away from social media for good and just
Not come
leave
back.
everybody alone. Never come back. Just leave everybody alone. Alright, well, I've done my part. The truth will come out, and karma is a bitch for him.
Yep. If nobody has anything else to say, I can just end it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got my part done. You got anything to say, Demon Lord, or no?
I will say one thing though. I feel sorry for everyone, including myself, that have fallen for this, and I hope that we all learned our lesson to be careful on Twitter and social media and all that crap. And especially with this coronavirus crap, making it where we can't leave our house and be more social.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
Yeah.
We have to worry about, because this coronavirus has made it where we cannot leave our houses. We basically can't really go anywhere and socialize with the friends we know in our states that we trust.
Yeah.
That's the
especially,
reason
yeah.
why he's like this, because of the coronavirus. And he supposedly said that he works around, or he's around criminals that have this virus. So that's why
And
he was being like this.
Yeah.
honestly, the truthful thing is, he started it. Apparently, what I'm thinking, he started this way before the virus.
Well, when he went after me, that is.
I'm just saying he started the whole thing before this whole virus thing started.
Mm-hmm.
And also, if you go on, if you keep on changing your accounts, I will find you. I'll keep on reporting your fucking ass.
I was say, I thought you were going to say something else.
Yeah.
Because Demon Lord here actually knows the famous YouTubers that we were not going to say names, but he knows them.
Mm-hmm.
He appears in their streams all the time and knows what's up.
Oh yeah, definitely. So, yeah. So, go on, just stay the fuck away from people. And leave us alone. Like I said, I'll report you too, but I'll say I'll find out if you ever change your name, because we'll keep reporting your ass, because honestly, you don't deserve to have fucking Twitter, honestly. And you say, and you know what? You say you want to get coronavirus, you can have it. That's
He's
all I
saying
gotta
he
say.
doesn't want to, but at this point, if he does get it, I'm not saying any. I know God is watching, and I'm not trying to see anything mean about it. But if he does get it, I'm not gonna feel sorry for him.
Well, no, actually in his video, which I have proof, that he said that he don't care if he had the coronavirus, he says he hoping the coronavirus to get him. So I said if he wants to get it, he can have it.
The STAR's office is up ahead. Copy that.
But sometimes when he said it on the video, you sometimes gotta be careful what you wish for. That's why I'm saying that, because I've actually watched one of his videos that he did say about coronavirus, that he wish he can get one, because I guess he's tired of living. That's probably that moment where he probably say that. But that's all I gotta say. He was just saying you better pray to hoping the cops will get him.
Okay. Guess we'll be doing this the exploding way.
I hope one day he finally learns his lesson, which I doubt he will. But when he dies, the Lord is watching. People don't believe in God and all that crap, but he is watching, and he's real. And he is watching. And he is probably ashamed of all that crap because of this. I'd be too, if it was me.
Like I said,
He will be judged. He will be judged.
I will say this, the people who do harm to victims, they're the ones that are gonna burn in hell. And he's already there, so. But that is all I gotta say. And everybody, please be on the lookout. And do report him. Because that's the only way for him to stop. Alright. You can end the stream if you want to. So I think we all had something to say, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Alright, so I think we all should be good at this point.
Yep, make sure to watch the video. I don't think it's gonna go anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Well, hopefully this will send the message, and like I said, if we had to let people know if otherwise, in case he still continues with this behavior, this will be a video of warning. And it's important to watch this. Like, it is really important.
Very.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to the safe spot. This is my 13th save.
Alright.
Well, that's the end of this video though, but if you leave a like, comment, maybe subscribe if you want to. But make sure to heed the warning that we give. By the way, I'm Carlos. Aha. See ya.